Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. And it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. And it is not easily angered. And it keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with and in the truth. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails, love always wins. And now three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest amongst these three is love. Good morning, everybody. I am Kuan Yin, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. Okay. Um, they're telling me I have to give clarity to somebody this morning. And I'm not sure if it's a tarot card reader I'm giving clarity to, or if it is the actual person they're reading for. There's somebody that works for the government, okay, is what I'm being told. Or they worked with somebody unofficially for someone that works for the government. But they work together with somebody to help them to steal someone's inheritance. Now, we're not even talking about a spiritual inheritance. Somebody was left some kind of inheritance that is in the form of stocks and bonds, is what came out in my free shuffle. Uh, so somebody has a lot of money that they never got. Um, and I guess I don't know if all of the inheritance is in the form of stocks and bonds or some of it, but somebody that works in the government or work with someone in the government, they assisted somebody in stealing it. And that money was tied directly to someone's spiritual inheritance. And it's also directly connected to some ascended masters that um, this is money that has to go to the person they left it on, because that person has to utilize that money to play a certain role and position in this lifetime that requires them to travel, that requires them to be able to purchase speakers and to be able to set certain things up in order to fulfill whatever their mission is because of who they are spiritually. Okay. And somebody helped someone steal it. And right now, that person is hallucinating. Okay. They're hallucinating real bad and they're scared. They might have even tried to like do an A cleanse and it didn't help. And they might have been also talking to a tarot card reader to see if they can get clarity or help. So I don't know if the tarot card reader, if this clarity is for you or if this clarity is for the person. That person touched someone's inheritance in the form of stocks and bonds to help someone steal it from them. And now they're cursed. And the reason is, again, that money is for no one else but the person it was intended for. And the people that left it for them actually were very high ranking spiritually. That's spiritual money in the form that's manifesting on the physical. And now this person, their third eye is hallucinating and it won't stop. Okay. So it's almost like when they help steal that money, it set something, it activated something. Like in the movie The Da Vinci Code, when he came looking for the Grail, the Holy Grail, and he went to the church and all he got was a Bible verse. But the fact that he went looking for it set an alarm off, because there are guardians of the Grail that were all working at the churches that have a system in place where they would, if someone came looking for the fake Grail, uh, even if they didn't succeed, they would start calling all the other protectors of the Grail and put them on alarm that someone is after the Holy Grail. You understand? Or if something happened, a crime to someone that was a guardian of the Grail, uh, it's like they give each other a phone call every night at a certain time to check in to make sure nothing is wrong. And if someone doesn't show up for the phone call, that sets an internal alarm off to their system. So when they stole or helped steal this person's inheritance, it set off a spiritual alarm that's now about to hit several people that had their hands in, like Indiana Jones, and there in the Temple of Doom when they found, you know, the Ark of the Covenant, and they were not authorized to touch it, and they did. And when they opened up the Ark, people went blind, spirits came out, and all this other stuff happened. Okay, so with that, uh, they also told me with this third eye energy, it's about to come down for a whole lot of people. Someone might be trying desperately to heal themselves because they could be dying right now, and they might be trying to harness someone's sacral energy to heal. And they're having a fight with somebody. These two are cursing each other out about something. Somebody might be about to go into foreclosure. And also, how the person helped someone to steal someone's stocks and bonds is they did a death spell. So they partook in a death spell on the person whose inheritance they either already stole or were attempting to steal. Okay. They did a death spell. So it could be that they were giving access to that person's whereabouts, access to what they're doing, access to the right time to attack them by monitoring and surveillance. Whatever part of the death spell they played in working with this person, this is their karma right now. So if you're a tarot card reader and this person came to you and asked for clarity as to why they're hallucinating and who's attacking them, that person you're reading for, they are a part of a secret society, and they tried to do a death spell on someone that they're trying to steal their inheritance, some stocks and bonds. And they might not let you know that. They might come to you as a victim. If this is a tarot card reader I'm talking to that's of the light, that's you know, on the lighter side of things, they're going to tell you that they're a victim, and someone that still wants to be with them might be attacking them, and could you help them? The real story is they are actually a part of a secret society, which I think you already know that, but they help steal someone's stocks and bonds inheritance, and that inheritance is tied and left by some high ranking ascended masters, some high rank that have passed on from this life, and it can only go to a certain person that's of a certain spiritual ranking, because that money is supposed to be used for their ministry and for their purpose. They serve a greater purpose. So that person now is hallucinating, and they're just trying to get help because they're getting karma. Okay. So something is not changing for somebody right now. I have change in the, sorry, which, okay. All right. So maybe if I move my camera up a little, there we go. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So what I have here is change in the reverse. Third eye came out. The third eye came out in the reverse. Divine masculine came out here. And this could have to do with either a divine masculine, or this could talk about someone's logic, mentalism. This could be talking about someone's mental function, their masculine energy. We're all both masculine and feminine energy. Okay. And what I have here is healing in reverse, because they're not healing. They're still hallucinating. There's something going on with them where they're still hallucinating. And it could be because they lack empathy and compassion. Maybe they're too much into their masculine energy. When you're too much in your masculine energy, you're only functioning logically, and you're not functioning and balancing it out with empathy and compassion. So that might be the reason why somebody's not healing, whether this is a man or a woman. And it's also, you know how I always say, when you're experiencing some form of dis-ease or sickness, oftentimes it is attributed directly to a perception that's in your subconscious mind about how you view something, how you feel about something, how you think about something, a perspective that you have that is imbalanced. Okay. All of your imbalances in your body, spiritually, energetically, and physically, start off on the spiritual plane, which is the mental plane, the thoughts. That's where you think, that's where you process. Okay. And when there's an imbalance in your thoughts, and it's not balanced between your masculine and feminine energy and your dark and light energy, it's not balanced. That is what causes distortion in your energy that also streams into your physical body and causes disease and all kind of sickness, illness, and problems in your physical body. Okay, so whoever this person is, it has to do with their perception, meaning how they see and perceive and feel about whatever it is that they took or stole. Okay, that's why they're not healing. And that's what's causing the sickness in their body. In order for them to heal, they have to change their perception and see something clearly. They have to see something correctly and accept that it's the correct way. And the correct way is having empathy and compassion for taking something from another person. Okay, so healing is in the reverse. Divine masculine is here. Perception is here. Third eye in reverse, and change in the reverse. Let me go ahead and pull these cards too now. All right. Oh, wow. Two of these came out. Yeah, this is talking about the subconscious mind here. Okay. And it's talking about Padma Dakini, the Dakini of lotuses. This has to do with confidence and taking action. And then we have greed, the 10 of jewels, of course. And of course, they're going to want me to read that. Okay. And give me two more cards, please. So is that a rooster? Yes. I always say cock, but that's a rooster. Okay. Greed. Wow. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. The Four of Double Varges. This is a boar. I'll read both of these to you. So somebody's perception, they don't understand that they're having a blockage because they're operating out of maybe like a type of air, fire energy. Okay. This is somebody that doesn't see a problem with greed, but greed is one of the three poisons that impede enlightenment. Okay. That and enlightenment is balance. Okay. So the boar is greed, and so is the peacock. No, the rooster. The rooster represents greed as well. So I'll go ahead and read straight out the Buddha Tarot book for you. Now, transformation in reverse. This is why someone cannot heal and transform, because they can't transform their subconscious mind. Somebody could be a fire sign with this wand here, but this Dakini in reverse is talking about an imbalance in the subconscious mind about the way they think about what they did and what they were helping someone to do. Amitabha is the Buddha of lotus. So this could definitely be a fire sign, okay? Because lotuses represent the wands, which is the spring suit, or something could be going on in the springtime, and it's in reverse. Amitabha is the Buddha of infinite love. So somebody, even with this green that you see that they're wearing, somebody, it came in reverse. Someone doesn't have enough love in their heart. And that's the reason why they can't heal, because their heart chakra is closed off to love, empathy, and compassion. And it's causing sickness in their body. And if you notice, not just being surrounded in green, all the colors in the Buddha Tarot, it's always symbology for something. It's yellow is also inside of the green, if you notice. So the love might be even being blocked. The love might be even being blocked by some damage in the solar plexus, because we know yellow is the color of the solar plexus, which is where we develop our purpose, our sense of self, a healthy personality, emotionally mature, and things of that nature. This is where we get our confidence from. And he has red tied up under his chest like a red knot. And we know red is talking about the root chakra, safety. So I feel like somebody does not feel safe emotionally, they don't feel safe financially. And we already talked on this channel about how you can develop greed. It's something that usually is conditioned in the mind because of something that you lacked in childhood or in your youth. And out of fear of not having enough of that thing, it conditions us to always take more than what we have or need at the time because we're afraid we won't have access to it, because we're afraid we can't get some more of something or we won't have it. And that stems out of childhood issues or childhood conditioning. So this could be somebody that has a lot of safety issues, okay, and their root chakra could be blocked. And then on top of that, their confidence could also be blocking their heart chakra. So we got red for root, yellow for solar plexus, and we have green for the heart chakra. Okay, so somebody might need to heal their root chakra. They need to heal their solar plexus chakra, their confidence, their safety, and then they need to heal their heart because they cannot transform until they do that. And they're greedy because they're afraid that they're not going to have enough of something. It's a lack mentality that's programmed in their subconscious mind. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna do exactly what I was asked to do, and that was to read to you all the greed. Okay, someone might need to hear something. All of the dis-ease in the body, in earth, all of the suffering that humans go through has to do with an imbalance on the spiritual plane. The spiritual plane is nothing more than what you cannot see, taste, or touch with on the physical plane with the naked eye. You understand? With the five senses on the physical. You understand? So that means the mental plane. It's their programming. It's how they think about something. So let me go ahead and read you the 10 of Jewels because they're telling me to read to this person or someone about their greed. And if this is the tarot card reader that's this person came to for help and advice, I'm being told that this is what you need to tell them if they come back to you asking about why they're hallucinating. They're hallucinating because they are greedy. And it's because of their perception about their greed and about helping someone steal from someone their inheritance, stocks, and bonds by doing death spells on the person it belongs to. That's the reason why their third eye is causing hallucination and they're not healing. And they're telling me it's about to come down for a lot of people who had their hands involved and get out the way. Okay. So this is what they want me to give you. The 10 of Jewels, which equals the Pentacles. Here we find the rooster that we saw in the center of the wheel of life. It represents greed, one of the three poisons that drives the wheel. This card represents going beyond the prosperity of the 9 of Jewels by losing balance. Greed is the belief that one can benefit at the expense of others. This is a delusion. When we imbalance the world through our self-centered desires, everyone suffers. When one individual hoards money by improper activity or unfair deals, money does not circulate properly and real prosperity suffers. In Ayurvedic medicine, the three poisons of the wheel of life are associated with imbalances of the three doshas. Greed creates an imbalance of the air dosha, vata. Conversely, people who are predominantly vata, that's like air signs, or have a lot of air in their chart, are more prone to fall in this poisonous behavior. That's masculine energy. Air energy is masculine energy. What makes logical sense? What makes logical sense is make as much money as you can and do whatever you have to do to get it. It doesn't matter if you're honest or dishonest. Hence why lying comes so easily to men. Oftentimes men will lie easily because why not? That's the logical thing to do. If the truth is not going to get you what you want and a lie can get you out of trouble, then tell a lie. Why? It makes sense, right? But it's an imbalanced way of thinking because you're not balancing it out with the empathy and compassion for the person that might be caused an imbalance by the lie you're telling. And they forget about the intuitive function that might see through the lie and actually even make whatever the thing is worse. So air, masculine energy, whoever this person is, whether it's a man or a woman, it may manifest also as worry and sleeplessness. When Vata types are in balance, this poison is replaced by singing and laughter. Now, the other card they want me to read is the Four of Double Vadas, and then we'll jump directly into the read. The Boar. And this boar energy is talking about greed as well. The Four of Double Vadas. This is air signs, okay? The Vadas. Here we find the boar from the center of the wheel of life. This pig represents the poison that is both sloth and ignorance in Buddha thought. Sloth and ignorance may not seem as negative as the other poisons on the wheel of life, which is anger and greed, but much suffering is caused in the world by ignorant activity and by simply not stopping evil from happening. Socrates said that he believed that all evil in the world was perpetrated by those who ignorantly believed that they were accomplishing good. The opposite of this poison is intelligence and energy. These are two of the virtues that Buddha found essential for progress on the path to enlightenment. In Ayurvedic medicine, the three poisons of the wheel of life are associated with imbalances of the three doshas. Sloth creates an imbalance of the water dosha, kapha, and people who are predominantly kapha are more prone to fall into laziness. A kapha imbalance may also manifest as obesity and sleepiness. When kapha types are imbalanced, the poison of sloth and ignorance is replaced by faithfulness and contentment. Okay? So this boar represents sloth and ignorance, and the peacock, not peacock, and this rooster represents greed, sloth, and ignorance. Okay. All right. So without further ado, let me put these cards up, and we'll jump right in. Oh, you're just gonna take it right on out, huh? All right. Let's get you up here. And I'm going to just sit you right there. There we go. I might not even need them things. There we go. All right. So because third eye came out, I have to quickly pull a third eye chakra card. Okay. Holy Divine Spirit, the third eye, please, and thank you. What do you want me to say to somebody about their third eye? Ooh. Oh, it's good Lord, coming right out. Okay. Somebody may have trauma from adolescence to early adulthood that affects their intuition, their discernment. This can stem from overly controlling parents or an overly controlling parent, not allowing decisions and causing emotional codependency. Okay. So somebody might have some trauma from adolescence to early adulthood from that affects their intuition and discernment. They might have whoever the adult or adults that were responsible for rearing them at an early age, or maybe during preteen, around that age. They might have been overly controlling of this person and not allowed them to make their own decisions. And this could have caused this person's emotional codependency. Okay. What else do you want me to say to somebody right now about the third eye that can help them to evolve? All right. Clarify the third eye. Okay. Egomania. So the psychological manifestation of an imbalance in the third eye, ajna. Okay, that's this one right here, guys. The ajna, which is the third eye, I see. Okay. This has to do with psychic abilities, intuition, foresight, okay, discernment. The things that you don't see with the on the physical, these are things that you can kind of calculate. This is which is intuition, calculation of energy, wisdom. But either way, the psychological manifestation of an imbalance is egomania. So someone might have a huge ego. Maybe someone might need to balance or check their ego. Someone could be having trouble concentrating. Now, we all know amethyst is good for the third eye. Spell work done on the third eye chakra. So if something was done in childhood, some people might not recognize as conditioning by parents. You cast spells with your mouth when you're talking, right? You could cast a spell on someone's solar plexus by telling a child that they're not attractive, by making fun of a child, how they look, their weight. You can affect it whether they're smart or stupid. You understand? These are spells. Okay, spell work is not always hocus pocus, this, that, and the other. When you have children and you are conditioning them, spell work is manipulation. And when you have children, whether in junior high school or younger, and you're overly critical, or you condition them with the energy you show them, it's not just what you say with your mouth, it's also energetic in your behavior, your body language, the nonverbal cues, that you show in how interested you are, in the love you have for them, how much energy and time and effort makes this child feel valued and loved. Okay. You can affect a child's confidence and self-esteem with word spells without even realizing you're casting word spells on them. If you're not speaking life into your children and positivity. Okay. And it's the same thing with the third eye here. If you have an overly controlling parent that won't allow that child to feel their feelings and make decisions based off their feelings, it can throw that child off and have to become emotionally codependent on other people to tell them how they should feel and to tell them, for validation and other things. So somebody could have had spell work done on their third eye unknowingly by someone that could have been domineering, a parent or parents or something. What else about this third eye? Poor memory, and someone might be suffering from headache or vision issues. Okay, I'll do one more. Give me one more third eye card, please, and thank you. Okay, insensitivity. So maybe somebody is insensitive to others due to a lack of intuition and clarity, a shallow perspective. Okay, got it. So I know exactly what this is. So this is something else here when it comes to the intuitive function. This has to do with being sensitive. Again, it says insensitivity due to a lack of intuition, clarity, a shallow perspective. And what that means is you could say you have a child that did not have to go through any kind of struggle. Say you're from a country anywhere on the planet, and say your parents came from a village in China, in Africa, in South America, and your grandparents started out in the village. And the children that grew up are your parents there, and they were a part of the struggle, but they transitioned from struggle to a soft life. And their children, by the time their children come along, the family is doing well and they have a lot of money. And they take their children back to the village for a visit. And the children are very insensitive. They make fun of people. They say people smell bad and they stink because they might not have access to regular shower, or some of things are not as easy to keep up with as they are when you're living a softer life. And the children can take on a perspective of insensitivity due to a shallow perspective. Say a child says something insensitive, like, why do they want to live like that? I don't understand why would they want to live like that? You understand? Without understanding, no one wants to live like that. Everybody wants to live a soft life. Everybody wants convenience. Everybody would love to have a bathroom and shower with hot and cold water steps away from their bedroom, maybe even attached to it, but to somebody that lacks intuition, they're not going to be able to put two and two together. The same way, the same way that someone would pass judgment on a single mother or a single father that might have multiple children, and automatically jump to conclusions. See, they're just stupid. Why would they want that life? Why would you sit up there and keep having baby after baby after baby? She wanted that. That's the life she wanted. And not knowing a damn thing about that mother, you don't know if those children were by her grandfather or her uncles. You don't know if she had those children when she was 13 years old and then 16 years old, and there were no police and there was no law. She grew up in the country, where there was no one to tell and didn't even know it was anything wrong that was going on in her life. You don't know the cards that anyone was dealt. You don't know what anyone has been taught. You don't know the resources that anyone has ever had access to. So you don't know why they're in the situation they're in. So you can't just lump everybody together and group everybody. But to a person that's very insensitive due to a lack of intuition and clarity and have a shallow perspective, they're not going to think that it could be more to a person's situation than what you're seeing on the outside. And they're going to instantly start to criticize and start to point the finger. You should have known better. You understand? So is not tapped in somebody is not tapped in to their intuition, and they come off as insensitive to others because they're unable to look deeper into situations, people, places, and things to be able to find out why. Okay. All right. What is the QUAN Oracle card? And then we can jump in. Like, some people will even see younger men and women that have made bad decisions and not making excuses. We're not victims, but also they forget that they might have had good exposure. They might have had guidance. They might have had good guidance. Whereas some people might have made some decisions in their life at a younger age because they literally didn't have a responsible adult around them. They literally didn't have anyone around them with wisdom, guidance, or that themselves had a good head on their shoulders. Whereas other people might have been put on the right path in life and had people guiding them, giving them good advice and helping them along their way. So this is why we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it, but this is why we should not judge each other. And just like it says in the Buddha Tarot, when Siddhartha, one of the first lessons was when he saw the man that was sick and had boils, he was repulsed by the man, but yet he stood there looking at him and feeling disgusted at how unsightly he looked. And that's when he said, you're lowering your vibration because you are being repulsed and experiencing all these negative emotions looking at a sick person, and that's lowering your vibration because you're disgusted. Now, how you raise your vibration is put that cell phone down, Siddhartha, and stop recording the sickly looking man and go over there and help him. Offer him some water. Offer him something that you know he needs that will help him along his path. And if you don't do that, then go find something else to do. You understand? So he gave him water, and that created positive energy because he did something to lift somebody up. Okay? So that's one of the things we have to start learning to do, all of us, and more practice at times, not to judge people, but to either offer help. And if we are not guided and if we don't feel led to offer help, then don't ridicule, just find something else to do. Remove your attention Remove your attention from things that you see that might make you project or feel negative energy. All right. What is the QUAN Oracle card, please and thank you? What is the QUAN Oracle card for this reading? Somebody with a blocked third eye, somebody with a block, someone is hallucinating right now, and they're hallucinating because they touch somebody's inheritance, stocks and bonds. By helping someone do death spells, they could have given, this person might work for the government, but this is the reason they're hallucinating, and an egg cleanse, nothing is working. They might even be talking to other tarot card readers for guidance and help because of the hallucinations they're dealing with, but they don't know it's cursed and forbidden to touch inheritance that was left by high ranking spiritual people. If anyone is just coming into the read, there's someone again that helped do death spells on a person that was trying to steal some inheritance that is forbidden to touch, because that inheritance was left by some ascended masters that walk this earth, some high ranking spiritual beings whose descendant is here, and the money was left for them because they have an important spiritual purpose to fulfill that requires them to have money to travel, to move around, to have access to media and do the thing they're supposed to do. So you get cursed when you touch that type of money. You can't go around, well, you're not supposed to steal anyway, but you got to be careful. You can't go around just stealing anybody's money and touching anybody's finances, okay? Because some of that money, some people's money, is connected to some high ranking ancestors, and it can only go to the correct person. Like, again, this person opened up Pandora's box trying to steal this person's inheritance. What is the Kuan Yin Oracle card? All right. Tai Chi Rising, I think this is. Yep. Tai Chi Rising. Your energy field is growing stronger with more spiritual electricity pulsing through your being. Take time to nourish your nervous system as it adjusts, and be gentle with yourself as you adjust to increasing levels of spiritual potency, which gives more impact to your words, your actions, and your thoughts. May you be strong and merciful, powerful and wise in equal measure. So, whoever you are, you understand your nervous system in your physical body is actually expanding and preparing that for more energy to be able to house and hold more energy, like an upgrade in an electrical panel when you upgrade a house that you're renovating. You understand? So that you can use newer appliances that require higher wattage. That means your words are going to have more power. And that means some of you might be spiritual judges, and you might be able to call life and death on people. It's a real thing. Oh, you're not God. You're not. Yeah, we're all that connect with our higher selves, God. And some of us end up ranked to where you can call judgment on people. And sometimes that is life and death. Okay? And that's why the card says, may you be strong and merciful. So that means you can be merciful, but you're going to have a lot of power, and your words are going to carry weight. Okay? You can show mercy, but you don't have to. You don't have to show mercy. You can use your discernment. Okay? Whoever you are. So people better be careful around you, because your words hold weight and a lot of power, even your thoughts. And you're going to have a lot of electricity and energy flowing through. And your nervous system, because of who you are spiritually, your nervous system is expanding to adjust to hold that power, because you're meant to have it. You understand? You're literally meant to have that type of power. People are like, oh, you can't call death on people. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Depend on who you are and your discernment. You got to understand, because some people are still thinking from what's the word I'm looking for? There are some people that are still thinking from a colonized version of religion or Christianity, where thou shalt not kill and thou shalt forgive, turn the other cheek. And no, 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 that's very imbalanced. That's an overactive heart chakra. That's an overactive heart chakra. We are on this planet and on this earth with all kind of different demonic beings, okay, and spirits, zombies, all kind of things, okay. There are things walking around that do not have human souls inside of them, that only want to kill and destroy you. You understand? That only want to energy harvest from you, and there is no redemption for them because they don't have a soul. Do you understand me? We're sharing this planet, and you have to acknowledge that it's not just normal organic humans with souls walking around in human suits. There are beings, aliens, and all reptilians. There are things from other places walking around in human suits amongst us. So if you have to call death on one of them, because all they want to do is, if they're to the point of death, all they want to do is heal. All they want to do is get energy to heal so that they can finish their mission of killing you. And that's never going to change. That's never gonna, they not about to sprout wings and transform their heart. No, it's not gonna change. You may have to call judgment on some of these walking demonic little gremlins. Okay? It is what it is. This is where we at with it right now. Okay, so the reason this person is hallucinating is because they were doing death spells on you. For the people that were trying to steal these stocks and bonds. And someone who's going into foreclosure, y'all said somebody was going into foreclosure. Who? Oh, a King of Cups. Okay, so there's a King of Cups here that might be going into foreclosure. This could be a father figure, a Pisces, okay, or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that tried to commit a crime and they can't defend their actions. And now they can't balance their situation and they're about to go into foreclosure really quick. So this might be some kind of father figure I'm picking up on that's about to go into foreclosure real fast. And who are these two that are cursing each other out? Somebody could be an Aries, or someone could be either an Aries, or this could be just an older, distorted man or woman. Okay? They could be carrying a lot of masculine energy. They could have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sag. But the Emperor in reverse is somebody old enough to know better, but don't do better. Okay? And they can't defend their actions. So these people are in trouble right now. It clarifies the sacral. These people are backstabbed and betrayed. Now they're backstabbed and betrayed. So what they're talking about with being backstabbed and betrayed is they're going into foreclosure. They're about to be homeless. What's this about sacral? Clarify why sacral is out here. Because they couldn't backstab and betray somebody. Okay, so they might have also. So one of the ways that they can kill a person is by draining their life force energy out of them from the spiritual realm. Some people, when they die and they never wake up, the reason they died in their sleep is a warlock came to them, and a warlock literally drained their whole life force, and they didn't have spiritual protection. They literally pulled all of their life force out of their vessel, and they died. They had a spiritual death, and they never woke up, and no one understood why they died. They died because it was a spiritual death that happened at night. You understand? So somebody could have been trying to drain you. They could have been trying to drain your sacral life force energy out of you, and they were unable to do it. And now they're going into foreclosure. Okay. All right, let's jump right on into the read. All right. What is the energy crown in this read, please? And thank you. I'll shuffle 3 times. Okay. So somebody, oh, wow. So now somebody is in their thoughts. Somebody, this could be that same emperor in reverse coming out as the empress in reverse. Remember, it could be a man or a woman. Okay. But now somebody right now could be reflecting and thinking about everything that they did. So somebody is getting consequences and they know why. That's it. The Ace of Swords reverse is talking about somebody's reflecting and they know the truth. They're reflecting on the consequences they're about to get right now, and they know exactly why. What is the obstacle? Give me 2 cards. Okay. The King of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Wands. So they had somebody that was helping them. This could be a fire sign or an earth sign. Somebody was helping them, but this is the type of person that doesn't have any integrity. These people don't care. They're thieves. They don't care. They're greedy. They're cold-hearted. They don't have any kind of integrity, and they'll do anything for money. And these are people that obsess. These are the type of people that are emotionally codependent to the opinions of others, and they'll do anything for money. These are people that are overly materialistic. They have to drive a certain kind of car and then go brag about it, wear a certain type of clothing, and have certain type of materialistic things to keep up appearances. And they'll do anything to live that lifestyle. The King of Pentacles in reverse. That's somebody that's like that. Okay. And whoever this Knight energy is that was helping them, this is someone they probably paid money to help them to try to either drain your sacral energy, to do a death spell on you and take you out. But they didn't get what they were expecting. Give me 2 cards. What happened in the recent past? Okay. I have the King of Cups in reverse. Somebody's the wounded warrior. Yeah. Okay, so somebody's been through a lot. Somebody gave it their all. I'm hearing somebody really went above and beyond, like took no breaks, but took no breaks trying to come for your sacral energy. So somebody has been trying to take you out by trying to drain your sacral chakra. Several people literally have come together and have all been chanting witchcraft and scrying over your picture and trying to pull your sacral energy directly from you constantly. This could have been going on for a couple of years now in order to take you out of here, but they can't. Let's pull this sacral card right here. The sacral chakra governs your emotional body, which is why it's tied to your money. You know, the root and sacral chakra are your money-making chakras. When you're emotionally unstable, it allows somebody else to get your blessings, to take your energy. That's what destiny swapping is about. Putting you in a bad emotional state by affecting your physical environment, your financial environment, your love life. So you'll be emotionally unstable and you can't focus on your destiny. You can't focus on your goals. You can't focus or have discernment, and you're all over the place emotionally. Now that allows somebody else to step into your shoes and live your life because you're disheveled based on all of the destruction in your life and your emotions are out of whack. While somebody else steps in because nobody's attacking them. And now they can come off as cool, calm, and collective while they're destroying your life, and they can live your life. And that's how they take your money, because your livelihood in life is connected to your money, how you pay your bills, how you provide for yourself and take care of yourself. The sacral chakra, your emotional body. That's why you have to treat it like money, like gold, precious. You can't allow everyone to access you emotionally. You can't even allow everyone to access you mentally. When you're operating out in the world, you just use your mental body, just like gray rock method. You understand? For functioning purposes only, for transactions only. When it comes to going to work, when it comes to exchanging information to take care of business, that's fine. But you never allow people to soak through your mental body into your emotional body. You have to protect that. Your emotional body must be protected. When you're out here dating, you cannot open right up to everybody and give them access to you emotionally either. You have to start off in some swords energy, in mental energy, assessing the person you're talking to. Even a person you're dating doesn't get access to your emotional body. That's like last, after you've done a mental assessment on them. Okay? You got to make sure when they get to that tender part of you, your emotional body is like the underbelly of a cat. You know, it can destroy you. You know, you have to make sure you don't wear your emotions on your sleeves. You got to protect that until you know the person that you're dating is safe. Right? You got to make sure the person you're dating is completely safe. Clarify sacral chakra. When it was out here, sacral. Spell work. Yeah. Sacral. Yeah, these people were doing spell work, like I said. They were doing spell work to siphon. Usually, spell work is done to either block or siphon your sacral chakra. But what these people were doing, they were doing spell work to siphon the energy from your sacral chakra. Okay. Issues surrounding sexual orientation. Okay. Someone might have issues surrounding sexual orientation. This might be the person that was attacking your sacral. Lots of creativity, but it's not grounded. Okay. Oftentimes, when people have a lot of creativity, but it's not grounded, these are people that have not discovered their purpose and might not have a balanced personality, a healthy personality developed. Okay. Okay. So, Holy Divine Spirit, give me. Oh, that's right. So there's somebody here that the expectation wasn't met, and they kept trying. I mean, they really gave it their best. Tell me about this King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse, that's water energy. This is someone who could be emotionally unraveled, overly emotional. This could be someone that can't regulate their emotions, short-tempered. This could be somebody I won't and can't. Someone doesn't want to let something go. Clarify, why is this person the King of Cups reverse? This is the person that was in that night energy trying to drain your sacral. The card fell down here. This is someone that's emotionally immature and irresponsible. Childish. This is an adult with the mind of a child. This is a financial curse or disaster. This person is stuck in their ego. Okay. So, look, the person that was trying to drain your sacral chakra, the reason they're the wounded warrior is they're still standing because their ego won't let them fall. Okay. So maybe they've done this to other people. Maybe they've had success with other people that might not have the type of spiritual protection that you have. Okay. And the reason that they're the wounded warrior and still standing is their ego. Their ego will not let them lay down. You're going to get down or lay down, right? Their ego won't let them lay down. They're a financial curse or disaster. They're childish. It's a whole adult that has the mind of a child. They're emotionally immature and irresponsible, and they just won't let go. Their ego won't let them let go of the task at hand, even though they'll never be able to accomplish what they're trying to do. And now they're in their thoughts because they know the truth. They know why. Okay. Give me two cards. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands energy, please, and thank you. Okay. I have the Three of Cups here. Somebody might be pulling their energy away that they work with or celebrate with. Somebody might have walked away from somebody. And then I have the Devil reversed here. And then I have the High Priestess here, or High Priest. Okay, somebody might, because they couldn't backstab and betray somebody. So somebody might have even turned down an offer. Okay, let's get a little bit deeper into this. Tell me more about this person that's in their thoughts right now. They're thinking, okay, so they haven't let go yet. They still haven't let go. They're still thinking about how they can get away with successfully stealing somebody's inheritance. Whoever's inheritance they're trying to get, you have to die in order for them to get it. Okay, and the inheritance is coming out in the form of stocks and bonds. I'll put it, should pop out in the cards later when I do the clarification cards. Okay, uh it's in the form of stocks and bonds. Okay, put up somewhere, and whoever you are, it's in your name. So they need you to die so that whoever the person is next in line, they can get it. And I guess they're going to share it with whoever's working and helping them steal it from you. But to do it, you have to die. Okay, whoever you are, you have to die. And this is their frustration. This is why this person doesn't want to let this thing go and they keep fighting for it. And this is what they're thinking about. The Two of Wands is they're still trying to come up with a plan, but they don't have one. Okay, what's the Ace of Swords? Tell me more about that Ace of Swords. Okay, okay, so they got clarity that there's either a prostitute or this could be someone that knows how to sleep with and manipulate a lot of different people using sex appeal. This could be a man or a woman. The Queen of Wands in reverse is a man or a woman that uses their sex appeal to like charm people to get things out of them. And this could be someone that's under judgment already. You understand? This would be someone that's a part of a secret society that while they're trying to steal someone's inheritance, they'll go sleep with a banker, or they'll sleep with the president of a bank, or they'll, if they're trying to get away with a crime, uh, dealing with custody in the court, they'll sleep with a judge, or they'll sleep with someone in child services, or they'll sleep and seduce. In whatever aspect of government or law they're trying to get something to go in their favor, they'll go charm the person and seduce them, or they'll find someone that works there that they can charm or seduce to help them. But whoever this person is, they got the clarity that someone's already under judgment, so they can't help them anymore. So it looks like they had a partner they were working together with, and they already got clarity that the partner they were working with is under judgment, okay, with the law for something they already did. And because of that, they're the wounded warrior, because now they don't know how to do this and pull it off all by themselves. They didn't get what they were expected. Tell me more. Because they were being childish, of course, and they got stuck in a cycle, causing conflicts, creating conflicts surrounding you and your life over and over and over again, that somebody got cut up for because they couldn't get away with something they were doing. And something could have stopped abruptly. Okay, so there's something that stopped abruptly. Okay, uh, somebody could have Cancer in their chart, or the Chariot here. Somebody could have brought a tower. It could have been a crash. The Chariot could talk about a car, and then the tower. This could have been something could have crashed, or a Cancer could have brought them a tower, sun, moon, or rising. Somebody could have brought somebody a tower that was trying to do something by bringing a stop to something they were trying to do. Because there's an awareness out there, maybe amongst several people, about what these people were trying to get away with doing. Right. And they couldn't create an illusion. So they're not going to get a new start. What they were trying to steal from you got illuminated to many people. They know why they're trying to do something to you, because they just want to get a quick payday. The Queen of Pentacle reverse. Someone materialistic that will do anything for money, that lacks integrity. Wow. So whatever this person was trying to orchestrate to happen in your life, they can't do it. One person's going to jail. They managed to get a judgment in court over one person, and the people that they were using to attack you for another reason, those people now are aware the real reason they were trying to attack you is because you have inheritance in the form of stocks and bonds, and they're trying to get you out the way so they can steal your inheritance. Excuse me, so they can steal your inheritance money. Okay. So they're being blocked and cut off at every turn, and someone is out of ideas, but they're very stubborn. So the only thing they had left was to drain your sacral chakra. So they might have just been scrying with other people over your picture over and over and over and over again, trying to empty your sacral energy. This person, confirmation, this person has been trying to kill you spiritually by draining your sacral chakra, because that's the only thing they have left they can do. And one of the people that was helping them, because they're trying to kill you by draining your sacral energy, okay, that they're trying to kill you, and that person that was helping them now is hallucinating. But they don't understand the reason they're hallucinating is because your inheritance is connected to some ascended masters that literally walked this earth and left that money for you, because you have a divine mission on this earth and you need your money so that you can travel, so that you, because there are people that you have a destiny to cross paths with. There are messages you have to give. There are, and you don't even know it. Some of y'all don't even realize you are on a divine mission. There are people that you have to cross paths with. There are lands that you have to travel to, and communities that you're going to visit, maybe even churches. There could be churches that you're going to visit all over the place. But whatever the case is, you have a special calling that requires money for you to travel and make arrangements and do things. And these people are blocking a spiritual purpose you have as a spiritually ranked person. And that's why anyone that touches that money or touches you is getting cursed. So whoever that person is that's hallucinating right now, they're going to tarot card readings and lying and telling them, I have an ex that's jealous of me that still wants to be with me. And can you help me? Because did they do spell work on me to make me hallucinate? Because they're going crazy or whatever the case may be. And they're lying to different tarot card readers and trying to get help and solicit help. And I don't know if this reading is for a tarot card reader or the actual person involved, but they want me to tell you that the person that's hallucinating, they helped do death spells on someone to steal their inheritance. And this is a spiritual inheritance in the form of financial abundance, okay? Because they have a special calling on their life. And that's the reason why they're hallucinating right now. And nothing's going to fix it for them until their perception in how they see stealing. That's what has to be balanced and corrected. If they want to stop hallucinating, they're going to have to do the work. This is one of their lessons. One of their lessons to balance their third eye is going to have to be how they see and perceive stealing and taking from another, and being judgmental of another without having intuition and being able to see deeper into a person's situation. Okay? Whoever they're stealing from right now, you could be homeless. You could be somebody that's homeless, living in a car, living in a shelter. This person might think that you're a nobody. You understand? Whoever stole or is trying to steal this inheritance from you, they could have had you isolated and gang stalked. You could be out in the street and the person that's helping them is like, well, they're a nobody. Look at them. They don't have any clothes. All they have is some boots, and they have to carry a toothbrush and wash rag in a glad bag and one pair of clothes and in a book bag. And they don't even have a permanent place to lay their head, and they move around a lot. It's a nobody. You don't got nothing to worry about with that person. You don't got to worry about them. They can't do nothing to you. They're a nobody in their eyes. To them, you're a nobody. See, but on the spiritual realm, you're a somebody. And that's why they're cursed, because this person's perception is warped and they're very insensitive. And whoever you are, they could be looking at you thinking you're a nobody because you don't have no money when you're rich. You do have money. The reason you might be looking poor right now is because these dodos are stealing your or trying to steal your money. You understand? You're not supposed to be poor right now. You're not supposed to be lacking right now. You just got some stubborn demons running around trying to steal your abundance, and everybody that comes for you trying to steal your money is going to get a curse. Because you have a divine purpose that has to be fulfilled, and it requires you to have the money to travel. It requires you to have the money for your accommodations. And somebody thinks you're a nobody because you don't have the money because they're stealing your money. And they're thinking there's no consequences for that. And it has everything to do with this person's perception, why they can't stop hallucinating and why they're not healing their third eye right now. Tell me more about this Three of Cups here now. Someone could have Leo in their chart, Page of Wands, or someone feels powerless because they don't know what direction to go with something right now. What's this Three of Cups? Yet somebody feels powerless about something. The Emperor in reverse. This could be an Aries or an older person. This is one of the people I think getting evicted with a King of Cups, a father figure. Somebody could have Pisces in their chart. Someone could have Aries in their chart. Or someone could be a water sign. Somebody could be a fire sign. This is somebody that could have been friends. These people could have been eating and drinking and celebrating together because they thought they were going to get away with stealing something. And now they're in sorrow and they're in depression because they feel powerless because these people were unable to drain your sacral chakra. Okay. I'm getting, there might be a woman that's older than a man. I'm getting two older people here. Listen up, whoever I'm talking to. There are two older people here. Okay. One is a woman and she's older than the man. Okay. The Empress in reverse or the Emperor in reverse. This is a woman. She's much older. This woman is between 40 and 60, but she's older than the man. Now, the man, the King of Cups, it's a father figure. He's younger than her, but he's also between the age of 40 and 60. These are two adults, like old enough to have grown children. And the woman is older than the man. One is a father figure, and the other might be a mother figure, but she's older than he is. But these two people were celebrating together because they thought they were going to be able to work together with this night energy to drain your chakra and have you killed so that these people would be able to steal these stocks and bonds, and then they were going to pay them off. But somebody's walking away. Clarify that Eight of Cups. Yet somebody that lacks perception, a narcissist, is walking away now. The Five of Pentacles could talk about them not healing, the sickness. Clarify, is that their sickness? Yeah, this could be the narcissist that's sick right now because they're hallucinating. Yep, right now they're hallucinating. Thank you. Right. They could not create an illusion. Somebody could have air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that could have been trying to cause an imbalance. Sagittarius energy here. Yeah, somebody was trying to cause an imbalance to somebody. Somebody could have air in their chart. Someone could have Libra in their chart. But somebody got stuck in a cycle trying to cause you an imbalance over and over again. Also, the Queen of Wands reverse, this prostitute man or woman that goes around banks and government, lawyers, accountants. This is the type of person that will sleep with lawyers, they'll sleep with judges and get their way, man or woman. This person is under judgment in the legal system right now. So all these people are walking away. The star reverse. Someone could have Aquarius in their chart, or somebody's not healing. And so someone's left and doesn't know now what direction to go with something because they're trying to avoid a tower. Because you're still healthy and you're still balanced with in this temperance energy. All right, start back here. What are the messages, Holy Spirit? Somebody is extremely triggered by your look, okay? Your appearance. You could be very conservative or you can be very unconventional, okay? But I have a feeling it has to do with you being unique. You could be uniquely conservative. Maybe you don't dress overly sexy. Maybe you don't have to dress for attention, but you still get a lot of attention because even being conservative, you just might look sexy as hell and you're not even trying. Or maybe you're just unconventional. Maybe you dress like a hippie. Maybe you have eclectic taste, but it's put together so tastefully, you just look cute all the time. Whatever the case may be, someone is triggered by your appearance. They don't like the way you look. Who cares? Somebody could have planned for you to be unalived, conspiracy to commit murder, because they don't like how you look. I need these people, Eshu Alegua. I really need these people to sit down. Didn't you hear QUAN in the beginning? She said, may you be merciful. She said your nervous system is spreading and branching out and preparing for more energy, which means your thoughts are going to have more power, and so will your words. May you be merciful. That means you don't have to be merciful. You can choose to show mercy or choose not to. I will bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. That's what the Bible says. I will bless them that bless thee, and I will curse them that curse thee. You want me to translate what that means? Karma. It's that simple. What you put out comes back to you. So if somebody is trying to curse you with death over and over and over again, you can curse them with death. The same death they want for you, you can push it right back to them. You understand? You don't have to sit back and let somebody keep cursing you with death all day and all night, all day and all night, all day, and not getting tired and not do nothing about it because you're of perfect love. You love yourself, don't you? Somebody keeps sending death to you over and over again, you can give them a couple warnings. But then if you want to curse them, you can curse them like I did on my live yesterday. You got people out here, oh, QUAN, we thought you was all holy and sanctified. I am. But you have to understand dualities. You have to understand dualities. It's just not when somebody breaks in your house where your babies are safely sleeping because they intend to do harm and kill and hurt and rape your children. So you take a gun and shoot them. And there's no karma attached to that, justified, because you're protecting your family. That's spiritual too. There are people that keep sending death to you over and over and over and over again because they want to kill you and take what you got. And you have the right to defend yourself. You don't have to live in discomfort and be like, well, I'll pray for them and I'll just ignore them. No, sometimes you can get rid of them. Get them out your energy. Get rid of them altogether. You can curse them. You can be ranked enough to go ahead and curse them. You don't have to sit there and have somebody sending you death all day and all night and all day and all night, all day and all night, all day and all night. You can call judgment. Eshu Alegua. Okay? This might be an energy you embody. You might have a problem that you might need solved right now. And it might be these people that have been trying to kill you. Maybe you subscribe to Orishas. Maybe you need to make an offering. There's something here about Social Security and a judge presiding over your case. All right, what else, Holy Spirit? Child, you don't have to keep playing nice with people that are disturbing your peace. You have a right to be in your home and your energy field be at peace. Somebody declare war on you and decide they're going to throw death spells to you all day and all night, all day and all night, all day. No, you can curse them or send that death right back to them. It's your choice. And it doesn't make you a bad person. Their goofy self. What are the messages? Can you imagine the audacity? You in a house with your babies and you got some nutcase out here you ain't never did nothing to. You minding your business in your four walls, feeding your babies, cleaning your house, cooking food, minding your business. You ain't dating nobody, man. You not doing nothing to bother nobody. You don't even go outside. And it's somebody with audacity that's just jealous of who you are and what you got, that caught a glimpse of you at the grocery store, that was triggered by your look and sending you death spells. Sending you death spells day and night. You don't got to deal with that mess. Gossip, rumors. Oh, someone committed Social Security fraud. Okay. They might have a childhood molestation, or they said you had a history of childhood molestation. Okay, that's why that came out like that. Okay, so somebody committed some kind of. Well, this is what they do for most of y'all. Most of y'all that are being gang stalked and isolated, they use the same story for most of you all. For most of you all, they say, and if that actually did happen to you, I'm very sorry. And I hope that on your journey to healing, you do find full healing and peace if you haven't already. But if that is not your story, okay, this is what they tell people. For a lot of you that are being isolated, gang stalked, so you can't work, that they want homeless, it's because somebody took a Social Security claim on you and got disability and got a judgment saying you were mentally disabled. And they said that they were in charge of you because you were molested in childhood and you couldn't handle your own finances and you're homeless. And they use that story for a whole bunch of y'all that might even be homeless. They use the same story. And Social Security is not going to open up the files because these are people that have been getting all kind of fraudulent SSI money that are a part of the secret society. So of course they're not going to pull those files out because there's so many of them. They've been doing this since before the internet, when it was all on paper. But now that it's on the internet, they don't know how to hide it. They can't just burn paperwork. So they committed fraud, whoever you are. Whoever you are, they committed fraud. Bad business offer. Review the product terms or the contract. Power of attorney. Oh, so this is what they were trying to do. And then I have Eshu Alegua again. And now I have Oshun. Sorry, 2 cards fell. I have to pick up. Okay, so why? Okay. So somebody gave somebody a contract to seduce you. Okay, got it. So their plan for you was to get power of attorney over you. I hope you can see these cards. They were trying to get power of attorney over you, and they offered somebody a contract. Bad business offer, review product terms or contract. They gave the contract to someone that was supposed to seduce you. This was another failed attempt to seduce you. And the person that was supposed to seduce you was going to try to get married to you or claim they were in some kind of common law marriage. They were going to try to weasel their way into your home or some kind of situation where you're living together or you're recognized as a serious couple. I guess they were going to try to get married to you or something like that. And then they were going to get power of attorney over you. And then with the power of attorney, that's how they were going to get this inheritance, stocks and bonds. Okay? Because they already said you were mentally disabled and filed a SSI claim and said you had a childhood history of molestation. which is nothing but gossip and rumors. There's no evidence of that. So this is gossip and rumors is what I'm getting. Okay. But the problem, uh, what's the problem with this? So they couldn't seduce you. It was a failed attempt to seduce you. So what happened to the person? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Thank you. Oshun. Okay. So whoever I'm talking to, for somebody, you might be like a daughter of Oshun or something like that. Uh, and you might have a lot of confidence. Got it. Thank you, Spirit. Whoever you are, this person, it was a failed attempt to seduce you. And the reason the attempt failed was they were triggered by your look, your appearance, conservative or unconventional. So the person was intimidated by what you look like that was supposed to seduce you. So they thought you had low self esteem. So the person that was supposed to seduce you, and whoever you are, it doesn't mean that you could be of another religion, but your ancestors might subscribe to the Orishas. Even if you're a Muslim or a Christian or whatever, you might come from an ancestral lineage where they might subscribe to Orishas. And whether you subscribe to this or not, or are of another religion, you might be considered like a daughter of Oshun or something like that. Okay. And you have a lot of confidence. Okay. And you have a lot of spiritual protection and backing, whoever you are. And the person thought you had low self-esteem that was supposed to seduce you. But when they got in your energy, they were triggered because whatever your look was, you gave off the energy and the posture that was intimidating to them. And they were too intimidated to be able to finish the job. So they couldn't seduce you because maybe their confidence was in the gutter and they felt like you were better than them. So, okay. So whoever the person is that was supposed to seduce you, when they saw you, they felt like you were too good for them. It's no other way I can say it. When they saw you and how you carry yourself and dress, maybe even your energy, how you posture, how you speak, and they saw that you're very, very, very confident and poised. And this triggered them because maybe they can seduce people of a lower frequency and it's easy to influence and get away with things with other people. And they thought that you would be beneath them, but they ended up feeling intimidated by you and ashamed and embarrassed. And they felt like they didn't know how to talk to you or match or meet you at your level. So instead, they could have run. They could have run in the other direction. Let's get some energy on it. They might have been in their ego at first. Holy Divine Spirit, tell me about this person that was triggered by collective appearance, whether they're conservative. What happened with this individual that was supposed to try to seduce them? Yeah, they saw that you were confident and secure. Exactly. They was an opportunist and they felt ashamed. They felt ashamed of themselves because you're genuine and you're loyal. Yep, I see it. I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Holy Divine Spirit, give me the energy of this person. What was triggered by collective look? That was triggered by collective look. Okay. I have a card that fell on the floor. Give me a sec. Where'd you go? Whew. So the person that was coming toward you to try to seduce you, that instead got triggered because they felt like you thought you were better than them. They have unhealed childhood verbal abuse issues, and they're a poor communicator. So they couldn't even communicate with you, and you might be very expressive. You might speak very proper. or you might be very well spoken. You might not have any problem articulating or speaking. You understand? The way I'm talking right now, I can feel your energy. You might be able to express yourself very much, very well anyway. You might be an excellent communicator. You might be very professional, or you might even sound very professional when you're speaking. And it intimidated this person, okay, because this person has unhealed verbal abuse issues that from childhood, that makes it hard for them to communicate. So that was strike number one, why they couldn't seduce you, because they couldn't out talk you. That's what I'm hearing. They could not out talk you, and they felt intimidated by maybe you have a lot of knowledge, and then they're very insecure and they'll project. So I feel like whoever was supposed to seduce you, so that they could get power of attorney over you, uh, you didn't make them feel insecure. Your energy mirrored to them their own insecurities, and maybe they tried to project onto you, and that could have caused you to instantly kick them out your energy. Okay, they didn't get anywhere with you. They had an ego death. This person had an ego death. So whoever came toward you had an ego death when they couldn't communicate the same way you communicate. And they might have, the minute you saw or heard anything that sounded like projection, you may have kicked this person out your energy instantly because they're very insecure. Mind you, this is someone they were sending toward you to fake a relationship with you, and then do spell work on you, maybe to try to make you seem crazy so they could get power of attorney over you. And then what this person did next was they played Karen, victim mentality. They told everybody something like, because they wanted to hide the fact that they were intimidated by you, instead they played victim, meaning they could have told people that you rejected them because they didn't have enough money for you. You had your nose in the air. You thought you were better than them or something. This person played victim. So the people that paid them to catfish you and pretend that they wanted to date you to get in a relationship with you so they could get this power of attorney over you, you rejected this person and they had an ego death. And this person, you probably rejected them because they tried to project onto you their own insecurities, and they felt insecure because you're an excellent communicator and they're not. And you might be very well put together, and it triggered them, and they felt like they were beneath you, and they could have even run away from you because they were ashamed and embarrassed because they couldn't match your fly. That's exactly what I just heard. They couldn't match your fly intellectually, verbally, or even the way you dress and the way you look. And they were paid money to catfish you, but they couldn't match your fly. They thought that they was going to stunt on you, but you stunted on them instead. So the only thing they could do to the people that paid them to catfish you to get power of attorney over you was play victim and act like you rejected them because they didn't have enough money or something else stupid. And they had an ego death because they couldn't stunt on you, and you wasn't even trying to stunt on them, but it's just your energy. Child, bye. Child, that that's bad when somebody sends somebody toward you to catfish you because they have bad intentions, but they can't stunt on you. You end up stunting on them, and they feel like they can't. They feel like they not a match for you. Like, oh dang, I can't stunt on her, and she dressed better than me. She talk better than me. She not even shy. You understand? I feel dumb around her. I feel stupid around her. Dang, I don't even know how to have a conversation with her. She's too intellectual for me. I feel dumb. I'm not on her level. Why did I sign up for this job? I thought I wouldn't have to do all this talking because I look like this. My thing is in the bed. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do no talking. I'd be able to, maybe I was hoping I would have sex appeal and be able to just maybe use sex to take over this person. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see what your thing says. 14 spies and demons. QUAN, you got around 14 spies from the demons. Child, all the time. All the time, Tip. And give the dead some life. Ciao. You on point, Tip? All the time, Tip. I don't know why I'm thinking that right now. Why am I thinking of a Tribe Called Quest? Maybe whoever this energy is, I don't know. Maybe they old school, something like that. I don't know. Okay, you on point, Tip? All the time, Tip. All the time. All the time. Da, 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 da. Now get the dead some light. How nice I am. I don't know why I'm thinking of that right now. Maybe somebody in my life, wow. Or if somebody in my life is what I actually meant to say. Is somebody in my life thinking about a Tribe Called Quest? Child. Oh my God, I used to love them back in the day. That was the golden age, y'all. Whew. Okay, so either way, this is what happened. So they went back to the people that hired them. They went back to the people that hired them, and they played victim mentality. They said you rejected them. They said that you rejected them because they didn't make enough money, and you're a gold digger or something stupid like that. The emperor. Okay, this person might have a lot of fire in their chart. Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody made them an offer to do something to make you homeless. The 9 of Pentacle reverse. Okay, so yeah, that's what they were planning on doing. What they were planning on doing. The contract. I was asking in my mind, bad business offer. What's this about? The contract was to date you. Maybe they were going to get into a marriage with you, and then do magic on you and play mind games with you to make you emotionally crazy and hopefully make you homeless. And if they could get you homeless, that's when they were going to get power of attorney over you. And then whoever knows about this inheritance, stocks, and bonds, that's when they were going to steal and take your money. Now somebody's moving to calmer waters with the 6 of Swords here. Yeah, the person that was going to do the magic, because it did not go in their favor, and everyone's disappointed. This person couldn't create an illusion because they have low self-esteem, and you so don't. Okay, and you have a very strong boundary. Yeah, the King of Swords. You might even have a lot of air in your chart, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or you have very strong boundaries. Okay, especially when it comes to your self-esteem and confidence. You don't let nobody play with you. And that made this person overly emotional. Yes. Yep, the Lover's reverse. Yeah. That this person was overly emotional because you have very strong boundaries. You don't let nobody get in your head. They thought they was going to dance and moonwalk and river dance all up and through your head and subconscious mind and play all kind of mental manipulation games with you. Yeah, because they had been watching you. You know, they stalked their prey, and this made them very sad. Okay? And get the death of life about how nice I am. I'm gonna do one more, y'all. You're on point to all the time. Slow down. Slow down. I know that's not a tribe. That's the Mother Boys. What we call them? Not Brand Nubian. What is it? What is it? Slow down. Slow down. Oh, child, my memory. What are the messages, Holy Divine Spirit? Not Brand Nubian. Who was that? Oh my God. I don't believe I can remember. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Brand Nubian leaders of the new school. No, it wasn't them. You know the ones that did the slow down, slow down. Like she make the bed, sing the bed, sing the make the bed spring. Grand Pooba, yes, that's right. That's right. Make the bed spring, sing the song of mercy. Something, 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 something. It was Grand Pooba, yeah. Slow down. That's right. Wow, I got a bunch of old school in my collective. Africa Bombada? No, that wasn't Africa. That was Grand Pooba. Child, child, child. It's about to come down for these people. I know that. Child, I would love to go to an old school. Like, how fun would it be to like for all of like the high priestesses, and not just high priestesses, but the people that have been isolated and gang stalked, that like that kind of thing. It would be so nice to like throw a big party, like to throw a big golden age of hip hop old school party, just something to like come to have a good time in the midst of everything that has happened over the past years. A lot of us need a break, and a lot of us we've been through hell and the most. It would really just be nice to have like one night and throw one nice party for a lot of individuals and high priestesses and high priests that have been isolated, gang stalked, and been through the most. Just to give them a chance to relax, let their head down, and have a good time after all this isolation, you know? Because right now, I think that's the age range of the people in the thick of the gang stalking and isolation that have been dealing with this for years. That would be really nice. To like just have like a really big old school golden age of hip hop party and have everybody just for one whole day and night. That would be kind of nice. All right, what are the messages, please and thank you? You're really not that funny. Well, I don't think you that funny either. Or something's not funny about respite care. Somebody might be in respite care. Somebody that was jealous of your looks, whether you're handsome or beautiful. They never announce their death because many clones exist of them. That makes sense. Car accident, divine intervention. Got it. I knew it. Mhm. Yeah. Y'all understand some of these NPCs that have an unusual amount of disdain for you, almost to the point where it seems unnatural, and you're like, they're demonically possessed. That's not a normal amount of obsession. It's because they died a long time ago. And because they're so obsessed with someone that's targeted. Say you're a very special individual to a billionaire or somebody that is harnessing off your energy that wanted you isolated and gang stalked, or Elon Musk specifically. Even though he has a lot of people isolated and gang stalked for their energy, he really got something about you because of your ranking. He would get and find somebody that is already completely jealous of you and obsessed with you, that's already been snooping in your business and in that energy, and amplify it. They would put a spell on that person, to like an obsession spell. And then, because this might be the type of energy that's reckless, that will take people out and take all kind of risks that the average person won't take, he'll see them as a good investment. So he'll clone several of that one person because of their ambition, because of their willingness to take stupid risks and to do anything without caring, their complete lack of empathy and compassion and heartlessness. And then jealousy and bitterness and hate for you, that's perfect because you're the one he wants to control, and you're the one whose energy he wants. So they're the perfect person to use. So just in case they do something reckless and die, he'll have like about 3 or 4 or 5 of them out here. You understand? So if something happens to one of them, that's okay. Just throw another one out there. These are the type of people that will do something stupid, or they'll die in a car accident, coming to harm or hurt you. They'll die in a car accident or some divine intervention, and that's why he'll have several clones of that same exact individual. Okay, so some of these people, there are several of them, and they'll never show their face in the news. They'll just say a car accident happened. They'll never tell you who it was. They'll just say a woman, age 37, a man, age 43, this, that, and the other. There's a man that had a past history of sexually abusing children and people and women, that got out of jail, and he just had sex with a 9-month-old baby of a woman he was dating, and the judge allowed him to get out of jail again. Okay, so I just want you to understand the reason that he got out of jail is because it's in the news right now. The reason is because he's an NPC clone. He's an NPC clone of a real person that existed. Okay. That's disgusting. But they use that man to get energy. You understand? They use him. He's a part of some kind of a cult where they use him to go and bring them energy. And this is the reason why rapists, oftentimes, certain ones, no matter how horrendous what they do is, they continuously get out of jail because they use these particular people to go get fresh energy and bring it back to them for rituals, for spell work, and things like that. Okay. Oh, it's about to be a new heaven and a new earth. You better believe it. Yes, yes. It's about to be. All right. Anything else? Holy Spirit, before I clarify these cards. Yeah, this person has a genuine mental illness, but they think it's funny. The ancestors think it's funny they're in respite care. Okay. They have a genuine mental disability or a mental illness. An investigation is being conducted right now. Yeah, somebody, solar plexus is here. Y'all want me to? Okay, heart chakra, intentional camel toe. Okay, this might be an intentional camel toe. This could be a man or woman that dresses sexy on purpose to get attention. Okay. This might be a person that does poly or open relationships only. Okay. Who's the intentional camel toe, Holy Spirit? A Sagittarius? I could believe that. Sagittarius. No offense, my high vibrational Sagittarius. I'm not judging nobody, but Sagittarius, these fire signs tend to be overly sexual and open, very open with their sexuality, especially Sagittarius, men and women. They tend to be in cults. Not all, but a lot of Sagittarius tend to be in cults, and they tend to be very open with their sexuality, so whatever. The Five of Wands, an intentional camel toe. So I don't know. The intentional camel toe could be a Sagittarius that's sad because the Ace of Wands reversed. Someone won't take action, or something didn't have an effect on somebody. A knight. Okay, so there might be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. That's an intentional camel toe that dresses sexy for attention, and a knight did not have sex with them or wouldn't take action with them. The Empress. What is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here? Somebody could have been trying to cause an imbalance, or the Sagittarius might be this Sagittarius might be an Empress or pregnant or something like that. Take it as it resonates. Okay. Maybe they may. Oh, wow. Okay. Somebody let somebody go. Is this somebody that was healing them with their energy? Okay. I'm getting, this might be somebody, all practitioners Witches, warlocks, people that do work, especially professionally on a regular basis, they usually have somebody that clears their energy for them. Like if they get something on them, they can't clear themselves. A lot of them, like I did a reading about a year and a half ago about this fire sign that would not stop doing spell work on a high priestess, and she did some draw work on him, so his penis wouldn't work anymore. To suppress him sexually, so he would stop doing spell work on her. Mm. And it worked for a little while. It worked for a little while, but he went to a high priestess that he knows to clear his energy for him and to break whatever was on him. So oftentimes people that do this type of spiritual work all the time, they always have like a high priestess somewhere or somebody somewhere that they can go to clear their energy in case of an emergency. Like if it was too much and they can't clear the energy themselves, they have people, like you have a doctor on standby if you get sick or whatever. Yeah. So I feel like maybe somebody is somebody normally goes to and they clear their energy if they get into a situation. This person refused to take action with them and to clear their energy with them. They have released them and let them go. The lovers. Okay. Yeah. The Ace of Cups. Maybe this person got hit with a lot of energy. The Ace of Cups. Maybe they were doing something spiritual. They're in respite care. So that means they might have got hit with something very powerful or something with a lot of energy, uh, or they were overly emotional about something because they felt defeated. Oh, because that Sagittarius or Empress would not take action with them. Okay, the King of Wands reverse. And oh, that's why they became overly emotional. Oh, yeah. I can't make it up. So they became overly emotional because I guess whoever normally clears their energy for them wouldn't have sex with them or take action with them. Oh, wow. The King of Wands reverse. Oh, wow. And they needed to do something very quickly and it didn't work because somebody had illuminated what was going on with them, why they were so unhappy, and what they were doing. Hmm. And somebody could have held a boundary with this person. Is there a child involved here? Somebody made somebody an offer to mess up somebody's stability that might have a child or something like that. Okay, so it might have been some kind of situation where somebody that used to help them wouldn't help them this time because it got illuminated that this person did something to make someone homeless that had a baby or had a child or something like that, and they were trying to make them homeless. And that person didn't like what they heard. And that's why they refused to help this person. It's something like that going on because they couldn't defend their actions, why they did this to somebody, and they couldn't get their wish fulfillment. Yeah. Hmm. It's a lot of fire signs in here because somebody didn't want to let something go. Yeah, somebody didn't like the fact they were trying to make someone that has children or a child homeless, or they did that in the past to somebody and it wasn't justified. Okay. All right. And tell me about, oh, respite care is out here. Why is solar plexus out here? Clarify solar plexus, please, and thank you. Okay. Oh, somebody might have an eating disorder. Somebody might have an eating disorder, which is indication of an imbalance in the solar plexus chakra. This, again, is where you develop the will to do. The solar plexus is like the sun in between all the planets, right? And it regulates energy to the upper chakras and the lower chakras. Okay, the solar plexus is where we develop a healthy personality. It's where we discover our purpose in life, how we develop our confidence, okay, or insecurities, okay. You get the will to do by knowing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. And you know what you're supposed to be doing by developing a healthy personality. And within your personality is how you find out who you are, is how you find out what you're good at and what you should be doing. And then that's how you get the will to do it, because you're confident about what you're doing, because it's something that is in your a part of your path and destiny. Okay, I do. That's your solar plexus, manipura. Okay, uh, you also can develop an eating disorder when there's an imbalance in your solar plexus. Someone needs to drink soothing teas, rosemary, chamomile, one of my favorites. I love chamomile tea. Somebody needs to drink some tea. Okay. Desire for control. So somebody might have control issues. What's coming out over here? Emotional wounds. So someone's emotional wounds are causing them to be controlling. Okay. Why solar plexus out here? Okay. Arrested development, underdeveloped personality due to a blockage. Okay. So whoever I'm picking up on, they are an arrested development. And the reason they're underdeveloped personality uh, is there due to they're having a blockage uh, in the solar plexus. And that's why their personality is underdeveloped. This makes perfect sense. The person that was trying to catfish you, but you were too confident for them and they were embarrassed to tell people that hired them and paid them to catfish you. They were embarrassed to go back and tell the people that they're not used to catfishing people of your stature, and that you were too intelligent, and you made them feel stupid, and you had too much confidence, and they have an undeveloped personality. You might have a very big personality, and they were embarrassed and ashamed of that. So they lied and said you were just stuck up, and looked down on them, instead of admitting again that when they came to catfish you, they were ashamed of their personality, their lack of their inability to communicate, and they didn't feel equal to you. You made them feel small. Not you didn't make them feel anything. They felt small compared to you because of maybe your education, maybe your knowledge, you're well spoken, well versed, your self esteem is intact. It's a lot of things about you that shattered their confidence, and they felt embarrassed. And they didn't want to tell the people that paid them money because they might be their star boy. This might be their golden boy. This might be the one that they send out and brag about in the secret society that always is able to manipulate all the ladies. You understand? This might be somebody they're very proud of that has a success rate and everybody always applauds for. Like, oh, yeah, he can get it done. All the ladies love him. No one, yeah. What kind of ladies? Dumb ones? Slow? No offense? Uneducated? What the hell? Low hanging fruit? Okay, I get that. Low hanging fruit, maybe. See, somebody didn't assess you correctly. You understand? He's the star boy of low hanging fruit. Do you understand? The star boy of low hanging fruit goes to the trailer park and goes to the hood, where it's a whole bunch of low hanging fruit, and they're a star. They're a bright star there in a small pond. But you cannot take Starboy and put him amongst educated, intelligent, high self-esteem, beautiful, well put together, with a healthy personality, very fruitful women with of very high stature and quality, because he's not going to shine there. He's not a star there. He's only a star among the trailer and gutter rats. That's it. That's where he shines. You understand? So Starboy, that could get it done, was embarrassed that he failed when he got to you and had his tail between his legs. And he was ashamed of himself. And he was embarrassed because he felt beneath you. And he didn't want people to know that you G-checked him. You understand? So nonetheless, somebody might have gallstones right now, and they're really timidity. 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 I had to make sure it sounded right. Timidity. This is someone that's really shy. You ever seen a man or a woman? It's like water can only reach its level. You ever seen a man or a woman that only goes after low-hanging fruit? Only. On purpose. Why? Why do they do that? Because they're shy. They're really shy, and they really have low confidence. They really don't have self-esteem. And they really know the only place they can shine is in the gutter. The only place they can shine is in the gutter. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You heard the comedian Corey Holcomb, what he said. He said, I only go and date in the hood. I only date single mamas. Yeah, because I can do the least for them. And nothing against myself. I was a single mama. Don't get it. I don't mean it like that. But I'm telling you this man's mindset. No, I only date women that are single mothers that are on eviction, about to get evicted. Because those are women whose standards I can meet. Because those are women that I could bring a loaf of bread to, because they always got kids with a snotty nose, and they always need some bread or something in the fridge, and they'll take anything, and they always need help, and they'll never reject me. They can't afford to. So when I go out there, y'all know the comedian Corey Holcomb. Y'all done heard that fool before. He was like, oh, I love low-hanging fruit. Those are the best women in the world. When I go see those women, they're not going to ask me for a whole bunch of money and a whole lot. They glad to get a loaf of bread, a box of cereal, and some milk for the kids. You know, if I agree to do that, I might just be able to give her a ride to the grocery store, and I can. Whoever their star boy is, this is where he shines. Oh, baby. The person that they sent to catfish you, they only shine amongst single mothers that have a lot of children, that are on eviction, that are on their last leg, that are desperate. That's where they shine at. But you put them among some high value, quality women that got their stuff together, and they're shy, timidity. And they didn't want to tell the people that paid them, I didn't know the energy you were sending me to. The people that I shined with before, it was low-hanging fruit. So it was easy, and I could stick my chest out, and I didn't feel shy around them. I felt powerful around them. I didn't know you were going to put me around quality. This person might be dealing with some gallstones right now. They have control issues, a sense of lack of control and purpose in life, and it might be something going on with their bladder. I'll do one more, solar plexus, and then I'll do heart. What's this? Inability to detach from their problems emotionally. And spell work done on the solar plexus, okay? And we already talked about what spell work on the solar plexus is. Spell work on the solar plexus could even be word spells that could have been cast by family, friends, people in their support circle. Okay, words are spells. All right, I'll just quickly see what this is with the heart chakra. Y'all want me to say something? What's that? What's going on? King of Swords couldn't create an illusion because something didn't have an effect. Something they was trying to plan with communication. Oh, okay. Yeah. Somebody was about to disrupt my internet. Yeah, somebody was about to do something to my internet to cut me off. Ciao. I it's so hard for me to imagine like that there are men and women at their big grown age that like literally get jealous and upset about what another person is doing that's not even competing with them. It's so weird. Like weird. You know, like, are you serious? You 50 years old? Acting like that? You gotta be kidding me. Where they make you at? Oh, you an NPC. Child. All right. Why is heart chakra here, Holy Spirit? Okay, so this one was solar plexus. This is heart chakra. Why is heart chakra here? Okay, we'll just do two. Feeling trapped in unloving, toxic relationships and demanding. So this person also, they might be very, very demanding, and that's a psychological manifestation of an imbalance in the heart chakra, and feeling trapped in unloving, toxic relationships. Oh, that'll do it every time. Yeah, they have an underactive heart chakra. Yeah, that's their comfort. And look, spell work done on the heart chakra. This person has self-esteem issues and they feel trapped. What the spirit is showing me is this is someone that's emotionally codependent, because they have low self-esteem. This is somebody whose confidence does not come from within by knowing who they are and being confident with who they are because of how they perform in the world, being their best self. No, their confidence comes from things outside of them that are shiny and that might be expensive, big tag items and people that they feel like make them look good. And because they have low self esteem and their confidence comes from things outside of themselves, that forces them to choose shallow relationships with people that they feel like make them look good because they feel lowly. They have low self esteem. So they need to be with a trophy girlfriend or wife that doesn't care about them or love them. They need somebody to make them look like they're somebody. That's where their confidence comes from. People, places, and things outside of themselves. That's money, big tag items, and people they connect to. You understand? These are the people that will drop names of famous people that they know. These are people that will get, excuse me, these are people that will get in loveless, toxic relationships because a person looks like an Instagram model or they have a certain look to them. There's no real connection there. But to outside people looking on the outside in, they'll validate them because they're with someone that is shaped a certain way. They're pretty, they look a certain way, they look good, they make them look good. You understand? These are things that make them feel confident, external things. You understand? And that's another thing. It's like, why can I be with someone that looks a certain way that also loves me and is not toxic? Okay, they're afraid to do work on themselves so that they can actually attract real love. So, because this person is so emotionally codependent to getting validation and being liked by others and getting approval, who they date and marry from others, it leaves them trapped in toxic, unloving relationships. Okay. All right. Who got in a car? Who got in a car accident? Okay, somebody that was in the middle of trying to plan something. Yeah, so somebody was in they were planning to take action to do something and they couldn't create an illusion. The nine of pentacle. Oh wow, the nine of pentacle. Okay. Okay, so this could be an earth sign. I picked up on this person before. This could be a government official. Yeah, they were about to do magic. They were planning on doing some magic and they ended up in a car accident. Yeah, they were having some kind of an exchange with somebody that kept gaslighting them with the page of cups reverse. Somebody kept emotionally manipulating and gaslighting this person. Oh, with sex. Okay, got it. There's a government official. This could be a Central African, but there's a government official that somebody was possibly having sex with, or emotionally gaslighting and manipulating them, flirting with them to get them to help them do magic on somebody. The Five of Pentacles, the Four of Wands reverse, uh, to attack somebody and create conflicts for somebody to make someone have to move out of their house. Yeah, using sex. Yeah, somebody might have been using sex to manipulate a government official to help them to plan to attack somebody, to hopefully push you out of your home, to make you homeless and to get you to be sick. Okay. What's the Hierophant reverse? Yeah, this is someone in the government. This air sign, a Libra maybe, a senator also maybe for somebody. Yeah. So they got in a car accident. Somebody that was about to do something got in a car accident because somebody was stuck in a cycle with King of Wands reverse doing something. Okay, got it. Who's this clone? Talk to me. They never announce their death because there are many of them. The Queen of Pentacle reverse. This reptilian shapeshifter. This might be a fire sign. There are multiple of them. There's somebody out here, not just one, it's several of them. Some of these people that keep attacking you over and over again that were assigned to be your handlers, they have several of them functioning, even in different parts of the world, and they clone them because of their personality, because they're so low vibrational and easy to control, because they're hyper focused on whatever the task at hand is that they're given. Okay. Because they become obsessed about the task and they operate out of pure ego. Okay. And they'll do anything for money. And to clone several of them, and to make them someone's handler, so if anything happens to them, they can just throw another one right on in there. Okay, that's who that clone energy is. It's two of them. The other one's an air sign. Respite care. What else about this respite care, Holy Spirit? The Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, so this might be this person with low self-esteem that was supposed to catfish you, and they felt ashamed because they thought they was gonna sun you, but you sunned them. You understand? Whoever this person is, uh, they was gonna stunt on you, but it turned out you were not low hanging fruit, and you made them look stupid, and that's why they didn't want to let go of attacking you. Okay, they thought they were just gonna dominate you with sex or in a lower vibration, because the low hanging fruit that they find on eviction notice with 6 kids, and all kind of issues going on, it works with them. Okay, that's where they shine at, in the gutter. They only shine in the gutter. They don't shine anywhere else. Okay, uh, classy ladies doing well. No, they don't shine there at all. But that was a mirror for their ass. You were the real mirror for their ass. Okay. All right. Someone could have Taurus in their chart as well. Somebody is heartbroken because they didn't see something about a marriage, and they feel defeated now. Genuine, yeah. This person has a genuine mental illness. Yeah, someone has a genuine mental illness that accepted an offer to do this. A Gemini. Somebody's not stuck. They were waiting and expecting to get a 10 of Pentacles or a house or something, but now they have to let something go. Yeah. This could be a Gem. Is there a Gemini in respite care? Who? A mental illness. Okay. All right. The Two of Swords is Gemini energy. So that someone could have a heavy Gemini placement in their chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This person has a genuine mental illness. Okay. So with that, collective, what I'm going to do now is I am going to pull a chakra card for the heart. What did I have? The third eye, the solar plexus, and the heart. And I think the sacral. For anybody that might be able to benefit from it, I'm going to see if. Oh, wow. Okay. Solar plexus, the heart, the sacral, and the third eye. All right. The solar plexus, the heart, the sacral, and the third eye. Okay. Let's get it. Holy Divine Spirit, please give me an eternal crystal oracle card recommendation for anyone that might need assistance balancing the third eye, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, or the sacral chakra. Now we understand the balancing comes from the balancing of your dark and light energy by synchronizing your mind and heart. It's called coherence. When the frequency of your heart is synchronized with the frequency of your mind, which means the heart is what? Love, anahata. It's I love. Love, empathy, and compassion. Okay? That's where we develop and cultivate love, empathy, and compassion. Now, when you balance your logical masculine mind, the mental function, but you balance it out with empathy and compassion, which means treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't say and do things to other people you wouldn't want done to you. Self love and universal love, love for yourself, and then love and respect for others as living, breathing things that can feel pain just like you, and you respect that. Okay. When you develop love in your heart, okay, and you balance your thoughts out, every single thought that you have, every school of thought that is aligned with your major chakras, when you balance it out with empathy and compassion, that's when you find balance. That's the middle path. Okay. The middle path is when you've been able to balance your dark and light energy out, and your higher self with your lower self. You know, the devil on one shoulder, the angel on the other. Okay. When you balance whatever the thought is that your perception is imbalanced or off about, when you think about it correctly and perceive something correctly, that's when whatever dis-ease in the body that's going on, if it's not too far gone, that's when it will heal and it will cease. That's when that chakra will come into balance. The chakra becomes balanced when your thought becomes balanced. And then these stones can assist with it. But the stones are not going to balance your chakras. It's your thinking that has to be balanced. What is the Eternal Crystal Oracle card for anyone that might need assistance balancing the heart, the sacral, solar plexus, or any other, the third eye, or any other chakra at this particular time? Holy Divine Spirit. Wow. It's sacral. Okay, thank you. This is the one they want me to read, though. Okay, so the two cards that I'm being given for you, okay, is Pipestone Catlinite, okay, and this is for ancestors, for your root chakra, okay? Pipestone Catlinite, ancestors, for your root chakra. Whoever you are, you've probably had someone attacking your root and sacral chakra, maybe for the past week, okay? And that's why they're recommending these stones for you. And the one they want me to read is Cinnabar for business, sacral chakra. So this is the one they want me to read to you. Cinnabar for business, for your sacral chakra. Let's read it. 12. Cinnabar, business, sacral chakra. Do you want a career change? Would you like to start a new hobby or your own business? If you have thought about starting up a new business or hobby, the Cinnabar card indicates that today is a wonderful day to begin. Have confidence in your abilities and put a wish list out to the universe for whatever you need or want. Spend time creating this list and then imagining how it would feel when those aspects manifest can go a long way to bringing about your hopes and dreams for the future. If you already have a job you love or a successful business, Cinnabar has shown up to let you know that there will be positive new energy and abundance coming for you in your career. If that doesn't apply to you, it may be time for you to become more persuasive and assertive in your career area. Get more organized so that you can focus clearly on the job at hand. If your job situation has changed and you are no longer working, remember that everything happens for a reason. You may think one door is closing, but the other great doors are opening up for you. Cinnabar, okay? For your sacral chakra. That's one thing that you have to remember in manifesting, and it's what I always do too. If you want to start a business or do something, it doesn't matter if you have everything yet. You don't have to have all the things like, oh, I'll make plans, I'll do this when I get the money. That's not how that works. You go around your home in boxes, and anything that you already do have, start putting inside of a box, and you write on top of the box the name of the business and the nature of the business you're going to start. And anything that would be used for that type of a business, you put it inside that box. You've already started your business now. Money or no money, time or no time. Okay? And the things that you need will automatically start to manifest to start that business, whatever you're going to do, because you've already brought it into like existence. You got a box, you labeled it for your business. The name you have to like, you know how they say it's bad luck to have a boat and to not name the boat. If you're starting a business, it's bad luck not to have a name for your business. And you get you a box. Whatever your business idea is, come up with the name for your business and then write it on top of that box. You understand? And then anything that will be used for that business, the smallest thing, put inside that box. If it's nails and a hammer, anything. And if you don't have anything to put in it, then what you do is get you some paper and a pen and you write out your plan about how things will function. Draw a picture. That's what I do. Draw a picture of your storefront, or draw a picture of your kiosk or whatever and your product, or draw a picture of the desk that you're sitting at when you're delivering your services. I'm serious. Start drawing pictures, diagrams. Oh, this is one room. This is going to be the building. This is where the bathroom is going to be. Start drawing it out. That's magic. And then on the next page, you start making rules and writing things as if the business is already up and running. And then little by little, you're going to notice things start appearing that you need for that business. I promise you, if you're on the frequency. All right, I'm going to pull a final message. Really? Cinnabar destroys ringworm, tapeworm, and epic timing. Really? I didn't know that. That's really interesting. If it's true. If it's true, I'm going to look into that. Okay. Holy Divine Spirit, give me a final message, please, and thank you. Final message. Holy Divine Spirit, what is the final message, please, and thank you? Final message, please, and thank you. The Emperor first. All right. This almost flipped over. Okay, I have the Fool in reverse. I have the Wheel of Fortune. The Sun. Oh my God. my God. Somebody might not see that somebody has let something go already. Oh my God. Oh God. Okay, so I have the Four Pentacle reversed here. Somebody released something. Somebody might not even know something's already been released. Oh my God. The Fool card reversed. Somebody's not going to get a new. I'm sorry. Somebody's not going to take another chance or get another start. This might be an Aquarius because something's going in your favor. Okay, there's somebody here. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Okay, that illuminated something with the sun, and an Aquarius is not going to get another start doing something. They couldn't get away with it. The Seven of Swords in the reverse, and whoever you are, you can't even see. I saw the Two of Swords somewhere. Where did I put it? Maybe it's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, whoever you are, you can't even see that something's already been released and let go. So I don't know. There might be an Aquarius involved here that was doing something that might have been a part of trying to steal something, but they're not going to get a new start because they're the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that illuminated something and they couldn't get it and they didn't get away with it. The Seven of Swords reverse. So someone's letting something go. Congratulations, collective. All right. Guys, I am Kuan Yin, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. I love you. Okay.